And then you have different kinds of molds. Some, not all molds produce mycotoxins, right? You have like the Aspergillus, Penicillium, black mold type of ones that produce mycotoxins. And then you have like the Cladosporium, Microsporium, Candida ones, which are more environmental or kind of like animal based from the outside in. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly right. And it all comes back to water intrusion, doctor. So you get a water intrusion that doesn't dry out within a week, mold can begin to grow. Then it gets exponential after that. So that first week, I call them the baby molds, right? Microsporium, Cladosporium.
Yes.
Generally, they can cause some upper lower respiratory issues, but I'm generally not as concerned about those. But that water intrusion stays a week or longer, then that's where Aspergillus penicillin starts to grow. Your toxic mold journey begins. You change moisture content 1% either way, a different toxic mold can show up. But then a water intrusion stays a month or longer. That's when you're seeing your Catonium and your Stachybotrys, the ones that produce the trichothecenes that can make you extremely sick. Those generally show up with a water intrusion that's been there for a month or longer. So molds have a pecking order.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So what are the most common intrusions of water? Like, is it just roof? Is it a crack in the foundation? Is it a pipe bursting? Like, what are the most common vectors that water from a macro level comes from the outside in?
Yeah, I would say, number one reason why people get sick from mold is probably that dirt floor crawl space. Number two would probably be a master shower, water getting behind tiles. But everybody, no matter where you live, you have water pipes. And even in my own home, the last 3 years, I've had like 5 or 6 major water intrusions. One was a slab leak. One was a hot water tank filter leaking. A couple of them were pipes behind the walls that leaked. So it all comes back to a water intrusion, and everybody has water lines into their house. So one of those leaking and you don't know it, and it's a slow drip that's gone on for months and months and sometimes even years, then that becomes a problem. It is.
So how do you know, like, if it's a slow leak? Like, I have one of the devices by Moen called Flow, which is a great device because it's an auto shut off, which is excellent. I can look at my app and in real time I can see if there's any water movement in the house, which I like, and it does do shut off. If I fill my pool up after 20 or 30 minutes of the water being on, it knows that that's different and it kills the water, which is wonderful. We had a pipe burst in my house last year and it went for like 16, 18 hours. It'd be nice to only have 30 minutes of damage versus 18 hours of damage. Any feedback on some of those devices, auto shut off devices?
Yeah, I love them. I wish everybody had one of the
Yeah.
auto shut off features. It's very rare that I come across those. But even what I did on my own house, I bought water alert sensors.
Yes.
Mine, I think, are Govies, but there's a lot of different brands that are out there, and I
Yep.
don't care the brand. But put those underneath all your areas. So when I first got mine, underneath the
Yep.
sink, my vanities, behind my washing machine, underneath my master tub. The first week I got it, Justin, it goes off, and I'm actually angry. I think it was a couple of days after I got it. That piece of junk is going off, right? And I
Yeah.
sit down, it's underneath my master tub. And my oldest daughter, she loves my master tub. It's huge. So she puts her feet up on the faucet, the spigot, and water was dumping down behind that spigot. And that was the reason why it was going off. I was like, oh, this thing is not a piece of junk at all. It really works.